What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Or welcome if it's your first time here. You know, it's amazing to me at how many people are still on the fence about prepping, who don't see the need to prep, or who are uncertain, or who see the need to prep and who actually aren't doing anything. And that last group is a group I want to talk about here in this video. Is the people that know hard times are coming. They see the writing on the wall. However, they're still procrastinating. They still aren't actually doing anything prep-wise, or not really doing anything that is substantial. You know, a lot of people will put together a bug-out bag and think they are prepared. And still others will put back, 2-3 weeks worth of food and think they are prepared. And other people put back guns and ammunition and think they are prepared. When in reality, none of those people are actually prepared. It's going to take a whole lot more to survive than a bug-out bag or a gun and some ammunition. Sure, the person with the guns and ammunition most likely is planning on robbing others. However, that plan won't work very long, because you know, as they say, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And that's what will happen to those people who are planning on taking advantage of others who have prepped and who are ready. Because a lot of the preppers, the actual hardcore preppers, are set up and they are ready for those types of people. And most likely, they're not going to last past the first attempt at robbing a well-stocked prepper. Because like I said, preppers have thought ahead, and preppers have planned ahead for such people. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. You know, people are still, a lot of people know, like I said, that hard times are coming, hard times are here, and it's getting worse. And they see it. However, they still aren't really doing anything. And I don't understand how people can know what is happening. And I know people like this personally. They see it, they know it's coming, but they still will not prepare. Or they will not try to prepare sufficiently. And they use every excuse that they can think of as reasons not to prepare. A lot of people, it seems, are waiting for perfection. They think that everything's got to be perfect before they will do anything. For example, some people might live in the wrong location, and they're thinking, when I get out of this location, if I can find a different bug-out location, a different location to move to, and to set up a homestead and retreat, then I will prepare. Time for that is definitely ran out. I mean, if you have money enough to just throw into that and actually just go out and buy a home already on land that is ready to go, and you have money to throw into your solar, to throw into your storage, to throw into everything, then it can be done. You might still have time. However, even if you have the currency to invest in that, it's getting more difficult to find what you need. So time is running out. So guys, if you've been sitting on the fence and not prepping, and you're sitting on that fence knowing things are getting bad, but you're hoping things will get better, or you're waiting for the perfect opportunity for this, that, or something else before you actually prep, you need to stop doing that and actually start prepping like your life depends on it, because it does. The grocery stores are getting less and less. Things are getting harder to come by. The prices are going up. The government is cracking down even more. They're trying to force and mandate things. We see all kinds of things like a domino effect that is going to affect us over the years to come. This isn't going to be a short disaster. It's going to be over with in a couple of weeks. This is going to be, in my opinion, a steep downturn in our standard of living here in the U.S. In the U.S., people are used to living to a certain standard. And that standard is definitely going down. It's going to continue to get worse. We're going to be living like a third world country. You see these African villages, for example. You see these little shanties and shacks that are set up. You see people sitting out trying to get clean drinking water, trying to scavenge through the landfills to try to get something to eat, something to sell, something to barter. That's where we're going to in the United States, I think. Now, hopefully, it won't get that bad. I cannot see the future. However, when you look at everything the way it is and look at the way things are going, it's easy to see that outcome. It's going to be much, much more difficult to survive through that, both physically and mentally, if you aren't prepared. So guys, if you are still sitting on the fence and you're not prepping, or you're not prepping sufficiently, I mean, I'm talking about getting down and dirty and actually prep hard. And I'm talking about doing more than just, say for example, stockpiling some canned goods or stockpiling some ammunition or something like that. I'm talking about doing that plus putting in, garden areas, raised beds, getting chickens, planting dwarf fruit trees, for example. It takes those a few years to get started, to actually start producing fruit. If you plant those now, you'll have fruit in a few more years from now. You have to do it now, though, to get ready for what's coming. And you need to learn everything you can. Learning things is one of the things that can be done cheaply. It doesn't cost any money to actually learn. If you have an internet, you can go on the internet, you can go on YouTube, you can go on websites, and you can look up information to learn. You can buy books that cost money to buy some books. However, those books are at very cheap prices considering what you get for the knowledge from that book if you get a good book. For example, my book, The Preparedness Guide to Surviving in the World as We Know It, Gear, Skills, and Related Know-How. But you can find books on any topic you want right now. You can learn skills. Skills go a long ways towards prepping, a long ways towards being prepared and actually surviving. And don't just buy books on one topic. You want to spread that knowledge out and learn about different topics. Food storage, food preservation, raising rabbits, raising goats, raising chickens, military tactics, self-defense tactics, firearms repair, firearms cleaning, medical, wilderness survival, all kinds of things you can learn just by spending like $15 or $16 for a book and actually going out and doing that. But if you just buy those books and put those books back and procrastinate and think, when I get time, I'll go out and practice these things in these books. I'll go out and try this out and actually learn those skills. And some people have been doing that for several years with the books on the shelf and haven't tried to actually learn and perfect those skills. They're procrastinating, just like people are doing with their food storage, like they're doing with their self-reliance. Time is running out. Things are going to get worse, much, much worse. So guys, stop waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect situation to prep. If you have a place to live, start prepping where you are. Time is running out. And if you can move later, then go ahead and do that if you can. And you still want to do that, if you want to relocate or something, but don't worry about that right now. Worry about prepping right now. Because things is happening and time is definitely running out. My voice is about to give out today, guys, because I had the post-nasal drip. And it's about to drive me completely crazy. Right now, the ragweed pollen is high. And every time that ragweed pollen gets high, I get very bad allergies and sinus infections. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video and found it useful, then give it a big thumbs up. It's greatly appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm going to Creekmore out of here. I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.